Well, hello. Today I have an important announcement about my upcoming hiking plans. I will be hiking the New England Trail next month, and I wanted to share why I chose to hike this trail, my preparation, my mileage, timeline, and resupply. The New England Trail is a 215-mile national scenic trail that starts in the Long Island Sound in Connecticut and goes north to the New Hampshire and Massachusetts border around Royalston Falls. I've chosen to hike this trail for a few reasons. One is it passes through an area I grew up near, so it holds some familiarity and sentimental value and also lends itself to getting rides more easily as I have family there. Two is my goal is to eventually connect the southern tip of Connecticut up to the northern tip of New Hampshire via a series of trails. Three is this trail is a logistical challenge, and I really enjoyed figuring out the puzzle of how this is going to work. One challenge is the campsites are very spread out in some sections, and stealth camping isn't allowed because the trail passes through a lot of private property. There are hotels and Airbnbs that can be found a little off the trail, but there are some areas where even these are hard to find. Another challenge with this trail is that there are two major river crossings, the Westfield River and the Connecticut River. The Westfield River you can sometimes ford if the water is low enough, but the Connecticut River cannot be forded. It's just too deep and too fast. You either need to get a ride on a boat or have someone pick you up and drive you around, or you need to walk the same miles, adding more to your trip. The third challenge applies mainly to the northern section of the trail where cell phone reception is unavailable. So that makes it more challenging to call for a ride, to get a resupply, or to get picked up at the end if you're going northbound. Preparation has been a challenge for me this time around because of an ankle injury I sustained in January. I actually ended up in physical therapy and I made some gains, but my ankle still bothers me from time to time. So I'm hoping that the exercises and stretches that I'll be doing are going to help with that. With lack of preparation in mind, I'm not going to be super ambitious with mileage on this hike, and I'm going to be giving myself plenty of time to finish. I'm planning to average 13 miles per day, with the highest mileage being 17 and a half. Because there's less elevation gain on the New England Trail compared to the Long Trail, the highest peak is only about 1,600 feet. The miles should go faster. This should allow me more time to enjoy the sights and stop at restaurants along the way in the Connecticut section. I'm expecting this to be a much more relaxed hike than the Long Trail was for me. I'm planning on taking 17 days to complete this hike and the little section I have planned after the New Hampshire border. I'm heading out in mid-June and finishing in early July. With that, I'm still planning to get off the trail every 3 to 5 days to shower and recharge and resupply. For resupply, I'm planning to take all of the food I'll need for Connecticut with me when I leave. The reason for this is because there are a lot of restaurants in Connecticut right off the trail where I can get lunch, and I can also make use of hotel breakfasts at the places I'm staying. For Massachusetts, I will be sending a resupply box to my parents, and at 3 different points in Massachusetts, my dad will be picking me up, and I will just get whatever I need from the resupply box at those times. But for anyone else planning a through hike of the New England Trail, there are, I think, some post offices that are not too far off the trail that you might be able to mail yourself a resupply box. Or there are a few grocery stores, I believe, that are not far off the trail that you could buy food at. I personally just really like being able to plan out all my meals ahead of time. I'm going to be going over food and other gear in future videos, so I hope you'll stay tuned for that. If you have any questions about this hike, or if you've done it before and you have any tips or highlights to share, please let me know in the comments. In the meantime, thank you for watching and happy trails.